You don't feel a little bit glad to hear them thing you're going to Kartel?
No, right now.
Speaking of taboo subjects, I mean, everyone, like all the comments that you see and whatever is saying this is introductory. You know, it's an introduction to homosexuality.
But don't you think like with the lyrics and type of songs you're putting out now, it kind of put yourself in a box where it might run dancehall now, but it might not, you know, be like long lasting in terms of impact on the culture.
Well, people, this is a solo flight. Kick out Rockstar out of plane. Yes, this is a one-way flight. Yes, you don't know, people. There, on the Let Me Land podcast, it's reggae. You don't know. There is no star. Actually, I am the star, the only star. We kick out Rockstar. Kick out. You out order, bright and feisty. Now, but what go on? Yo, bless up yourself, people. You don't know. Thank you for tuning in. It's the Let Me Land podcast. Today, I came to address some issues. There's a lot going on in the dancehall sphere. There's a lot going on. I had to take a solo flight. There, me know me can land real quick and fast. You see me? No block and delete. Yeah. No block and delete. Tension. Yeah. So stick and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You don't know, it's the Let Me Land podcast. I'm reggae. People, we're there. I go watch a Nightly Fix interview with Alkaline. This would have been the interview that he was supposed to forward into the station. I guess he called in and did the interview. So stick and stay, let's check it out.
Alright, welcome back to Nightly Fix, people. It's your boy Naro, here with Harry. And sad to say, Mr. Alkaline won't be in studio with us tonight, but we do have him on the phone. Oh, go on, Mr. Alkaline.
Everything up?
Yeah, man. No, I never reach in studio.
Yeah, no, you don't know, say a bad man and try to bridge the current, but you don't know what open life said with.
The devil is a lie.
Amen.
So, Alkaline, I have to ask you this. I have to kick it off like a ball, yeah? Father and pastor, so you don't want me to ask you this. Are you demon possessed, sir?
I don't know.
Now, see there? Nara started off the interview. Once again, Nara, I'm not beating you. However, I still have to point out the reasons that Alka wouldn't have did the interview. So first off, you start off. We learned that Nara's father's a pastor, so his pastor would have liked him to ask that question. And I think at the time, this is early fix. You know, I don't even think they were at the new location. I believe they still were shooting out of Hughes at the time. And that was kind of like the tone and the energy. So just stick.
What I know though?
The man said, yeah, that's true. People who are demon possessed would even know that. People will take a look at you and say, boy, I look like the boy, I look like demon possessed. I don't even know if real, you know. So that's a good response.
You go to church?
You go to church?
Yeah.
You know, say, I want you to go to church like me, I experiment, me, I try out some things.
What was that experience?
When I go to church, police they lock me up and things. So
I see, a sign.
At church?
A sign, man.
as me left church, so me don't know, like, them get some calls.
I don't believe you.
A sign saying no belong there.
So it kind of changed my mind from that place there, you know, you see me?
Okay.
Cool.
So I want to ask you though, like you've been.
So yeah, and actually to speak to persons that would have said, you know, how come Alka seems to be like an introvert? You will see in this interview, he's very jovial, he's up-spirited, even when things might have seemed a bit awkward at times. You know, he still maintained his composure, and you'll see like kind of like a playful kind of pulling at him, so to speak. So just listen.
You've been on so many interviews, so many.
Yeah.
So I just have to ask you, what is the most annoying question that you've been asked by these interviewers? What it is? So let me avoid it.
No, you can ask me anything you want to ask me.
Okay, so no question has been annoying to you, not your eye, whatever you used to.
Yeah, over time, sometimes it kind of get lame.
Yeah.
Kind of boring up there, but you have to just deal with it. When you're an artist as controversial as I am, you have to be prepared for all of these things. So maybe you can't really shy away. So, it's just whatever. I accept the good and I accept the bad equally.
True that. So, as you say, you're known for the controversy.
And the good music.
Yeah, but you really bust on the scene based on the controversy, I would say.
Controversy can't bust art.
Well, controversy can get them the bus to get them noticed.
Because that's why I remember you saying that in I was reading an interview and you said that like it's not just talent alone, you know.
The whole package.
Yeah, it's not just talent alone.
What would you like call the main thing? The main of the matter is talent at the end of the day.
Right.
True. And I have to say, like, when you first came on the scene with this whole tattoo-eyed thing,
it would see up to this point, it would see, yeah, it's a conversation, but you could see where Alka seems to be kind of like defending himself, so to speak. And as I said, this interview was shot 11 years ago, so this is around the time when he's doing the eye tattoo thing, and this is kind of cliche to what's going on in dancehall, so let's listen.
Me just think a gimmicks is not gonna last long. But to my surprise, you come up with a couple good tune and tune one run road and now you can't go in a taxi or a bus without hearing Alkaline.
True that.
Can't play in a party without playing Alkaline.
True that. And arguably, it could be said that you're dancehall's biggest star right now, and that's what you set out to do, to be dancehall's main protagonist. Is that not right?
Most definitely.
Well, so Brian, we talk about Ricky Carty. You were Ricky Carty and his sex video, right?
Yeah, I used to go out into just like you.
Yeah, and J Amsterdam, like they have their own, I guess they did things to make people see them and talk about them and whatever. Like I just want to find out your views on that, on them. Like, do you think that it was a good attempt, but no, or what?
No, I'm not really there for judge a man, you know. So I have to whatever a man do. What, like, if you think that this is the way to go to get like acknowledgement or if you kind of boost your career, then do whatever it is. Just so me say. So,
you hear that, people? Them, and these were kind of like, I said this in another podcast where, and I'm not beating the fix because they were pace setters. So, like that style of journalism, that intrusive type of thing where, you know, like, you know, you want to ask these shocking questions, you want to kind of get people's opinion. As I said, they are pace setters, you know, and they would have been doing groundbreaking work where, you know, they had to do the heavy lifting, and what that means is they had to ask some of these questions to kind of get shock value, you know. So, but you see how Alkaline responded, and he responded in a manner where he's not going, you know, a person can express their art, you know, how they see fit, and that's his kind of stance, you know, on another person's art. So let's listen.
Really, it's not really concern me. I mean, I go judge a man for that.
Cool. What is it that you're in dancehall for? To make money or to be famous? Because it looks like you have money before, and you know.
No, my main intention is not to get good reviews.
So that statement or that question right there, you know, it at that time, you know, they're asking him if he wants to make money or be famous. You know, at the time it was kind of like this thing going on and saying that Alkaline is a uptown youth, you know, come from a good family, good home. So maybe implying that he's not so much so in need of the funds type of thing. But yeah.
But anything what we do is just like trying to survive and make a point.
Good.
But you think that you think you have the luxury to make a point, and like you think you reach that point in a career where you don't care what people think, because you know I hear the new song that you have, so I was like,
you basically tell people to suck their moms.
No, I'm
the haters.
I'm not people that like my fans, them I tell me the chapters.
Yeah, haters, yeah.
go truck off somewhere and splash up. You know? I just saw the things there.
Yeah, but I mean, do you feel like you are at that point in your career where you have that luxury now as a young, new artist to tell haters to go away?
Because you basically turn people away from it.
Ari, that's a one point you right there, so where, you know, like, it would seem, however, you know, I don't think it was fair for you to ask him, yeah, do you think that you're at a place where you can, you know, say that? But as I said, these are early days, you know, and I'm, you know, I would love to ask maybe if they could have done this interview over, would they have done it in the same tone and the same manner, you know? Because to ask him, you know, hey, you know, it's kind of like, who are you to say these words type of thing. And let's listen to his response.
No, as I said before, I'm not here to get good reviews. It's when I say I seek acceptance. And at the end of the day, he's a human just like everybody else.
True.
So me I say, no feelings too.
True.
Yeah.
Even though it might hard to believe.
Man say, yo, my feelings too, even though it's hard to believe. So true the man, not true you see the man dark and you know see the man not say nothing. Yeah, the man I say, yo, my feelings too. And at the time, you know, like, this video is painful to do. And the next one when I debate with Rockstar, because I have to make it seem like I have to play this role as if I don't love Kartel, you know, but I just have to play the, you know, I have to say it how it is, you know, I have to level with people straight. So, make it
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Me have to just start my mind. I mean, just that type of artist where anything was foul to my mind, me have to just start it. But I'm think whether you might like it or not.
But you want people to show you the same courtesy to care what they say. Like, you know, like you have feelings. So yeah, you want, suppose people were offended by that song, naysayers are offended by that song.
Yeah, but I just sort of things that you offend me offend you. I feel like
You kind of get a bad rap because even with the whole Brata situation, Shabba ever put out a song where him acknowledge say, yeah, him like them thing there. And now, yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember if Shabba did a song like that still, Naro. However, what I realized also in this interview is that the Fix, they would have been dissecting his lyrics, like, and, you know, just playing it back forward, it's kind of difficult, you know, if you're like kind of picking at someone's art type of thing. And you're gonna see it. Just check it out.
Probably Shabba put, but not as lewd, way back. But not as lewd as you
the
do.
right way, you know, it's proper Brata stick.
Brata.
Me not agree with that.
Indeed. But yeah, you kind of get a bad rap for that. And as the thing said, as you keep promoting the 2016 thing, I think this is the direction that dancehall is going in right now. And, you know, for better or worse.
Yeah, so what's your current thoughts and your current view on dancehall right now?
Dancehall good enough. That's what I say. A lot of
You at the forefront.
introduced into dancehall right now. What I say. You them finally get a chance to showcase them talent. Finally. That's what I say. And it's a lot more to come.
So when you say finally, at Chubuka Kartel lock up, you know, make you finally I get the
No,
big boss.
Hear that.
Me did want to say that.
You don't feel a little bit glad to hear them thing I got Kartel.
No, right now we have footwork in my mouth.
Yeah, the man say, right? So it would always appear as if Alka, you know, has this negative condensation of towards Kartel. But as I said to Rockstar in the last pod, I was saying to him that the media started to strum up these things. You know, it would be The Fix, it would be Winford, and they're asking these questions, and it seems like they wanted Alkaline to say something, even up to today's date, where, you know, almost 12 years later, 13 years later, they want him to give Kartel recognition. And the man's just saying, yo, he might do music. But let's listen.
Ask, yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, imply something. I don't know what you do.
Oh boy, what would this whole cartel thing? You always Professor Cartel no inspire, but come on, it kind of obvious that you are inspired. That's inspire, not imitate. And it's, I don't know if you say if you're inspired by a man. I like well,
my main inspiration comes from people still.
From people?
Yes, so that's why you hear me sing some things there. Only have to wonder, do you know, he really does say that? Because these are the things that exist in the world. And that happen right now. Yes, so I say, so when you hear me say Brata, that I go on a road, that I don't me invent it. Yes, what I say?
True.
But you know,
that's how the thing said. No matter how cruel, inhumane, disgusting, what, no matter how taboo something might seem, as long as it is still happening out there in the world, never put it to music. Let's put it that.
You know, but it's speaking of taboo subjects. I mean, everyone, like all the comments that you see and whatever is saying this is introductory. You know, it's an introduction to homosexuality.
No,
Rotted. You don't know. You play. Yo, hold on. And yo, the man still holding composure still, you know. Hear the answer.
No, some people were like obviously anti-alkaline.
Yeah.
I go family them opinion about.
So you don't think that this Brata song is you don't think this Brata song is an introduction to the dancehall or I guess the whole Jamaican society
me not push them currently.
openly accepting homosexuality.
No, me not push them currently. I mean never yet talk about them thing.
Yo, people, what are they? I can back it up a little bit. No, what she say?
No, some people were like obviously.
What she say?
Anti-alkaline.
Harry,
Yeah.
I love you.
I go family opinion about.
So you don't think that this Brata song is you don't think this Brata song is an introduction to the dancehall or I guess the whole Jamaican society
me not push them currently.
openly accepting homosexuality.
No, me not push them currently. I mean never yet talk about them thing in my tune. So me don't expect them to mix with them thing.
Right, so
you can't go on with them and go with that. You know what I say?
So how you feel when legends like in the dancehall like Bounty Killer come up with statements basically saying that mash up dancehall and
keep your bedroom activities in
to yourself and dancehall like Bounty Killer come up with statements basically saying that mash up dancehall and
keep your bedroom activities in
to yourself and them thing in the bedroom.
A lot of artists like say a lot of things, negative things about me. So it's just another thing, you know?
Like the only issue
11 years ago, Bunty, I'm a general. I'm a rated thing, dog. But I always a fair talk the truth. And the truth is, my youth, when did I try kill out this little youth your career, dog? When I didn't want this youth to become the youth who he is today. And it's sad. Bunty never tell Kartel, Bunty never said nothing to Kartel. He didn't. Bunty never said nothing to any other art. You all him beat Vegas and maybe like two of them the artists there. And Vegas never too low out still. But Bunty never, for Bunty the biggest, the general of dancehall for come at the youth at the time, 11 years ago. Why am I 19? That rough, brother. And them time, 11 years ago, Bunty I was 50. Call it 52, so I'm a 41. And I think about a 19-year-old. I beat him. I better you all one away reason with him and say, yo, youth, want hold a page. Yeah, want reason with your Rusker. Yeah, when I like that something there. Yeah, don't be too prideful for reach out. When you embrace the youth, them, me not really kill them. We have to build them. That is it.
that I had, and I can't believe like the uproar was that you liking that sexual activity, whatever, right? But I saying like you saying that you're going to beat up your girlfriend. Like I have an issue with that one, and then the video, the other video.
No, she had dissect your man video, dog. The art of the man video. Mr. Number 2. Just listen. And yo, Ari, I don't want you to see this and say, yo, I pull it down. I really, really love and respect you. Definitely at one time, not even say one time, you and Javi, you guys are like like, well, at one point, you guys were like the Rachels of, you know what I'm saying, like the BT. So we used to look at you and I said, boom, boy, yo, the party, look at me. But yeah, you know, so don't take it as no disrespect. You know, you ladies are awesome, but we're just speaking on the style. I'm speaking on the style at the time, and where Alka would have kind of been more resentful or hesitant to forward back to the fix.
Videos, I can't remember the video. I think it's Things My Life. Yeah. Your Things My Life. The video that you did. And
Things My Love?
Yeah, Things My Love. Yeah, Things My Love.
Watch it now. Why are you being so hard on me?
I'm not being hard. I'm not being hard. I'm just
Man,
saying,
I
listen,
up.
like,
Man,
Try to stand up for the
yeah,
woman.
I mean, like,
so hard on me, Dave.
like, I just don't appreciate, like,
I don't be hard on me.
Yeah, the F
Look here
them.
now, listen to me.
yeah.
When never you hear say, I beat up a woman on the road, or no way. All I do is think about what is happening in society. I put in a video what is happening in real life.
So you can't put about what's happening in your life, though. Like, you're not going to abuse women, you're going to love them and hug them up and kiss them.
No, it is like, alright, a lot of artists are doing that. So me I bring the ugly truth to society.
Yes, yeah, F up a girl if she ever this year, yeah.
No, it's not someone like me necessarily believing in it.
Oh,
But I think
I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah.
Naro, but turn on the pressure too.
Yeah.
Still it
Today
up.
them
Watch.
go tomorrow, them a fight, them a throw stone at each other.
Yeah, it was kind of Rihanna. The video was kind of like we found love in Rihanna video. It kind of had that vibe to it. Like I see the parallel to that video. So I see, but I just don't appreciate it. I just don't like violence against
No man,
people. Like,
it's not like
especially towards
something
women.
that I'm in agreement with.
Or promote.
And you're promoting.
I not promote me, I promote it
Yeah,
because
right.
it's about disclaimer at the front, you know. So me I say, when I pay attention or not, watch the video good enough. At the front of the video, it say in no way Alkaline is promoting violence against females.
I see.
Man, put a
Because
disclaimer on
yes, what is
video.
happening in real life.
Yeah.
So me I say it's the ugly truth. Don't forget that term.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
Brata thing are
it's
happening
that.
in real life or somewhere you observe?
If me see them thing that in real life,
Yeah, the
right
Brata.
now me see them thing that in real life. Oh yeah, that's the man.
So you wait, you see them thing, the other way you see them thing there.
Oh, me see them thing there?
Yeah.
Because I have friends already. We have friends.
So you watch your friends partaking in, bro?
Shut
Oh
up.
yeah, but you have a jump in a them thing and then you get mixed up and then them run the
Style it, yo, nah gonna lie. Naro. A style man thing, dog. You can't expect the man for rate a thing, dog, and you style a man, dog. What you think after this pan interview, the man I gonna see and say, yo, alright, Naro, all to drink to NC. Braff together. Naro, a style man thing, dog. Yeah, bro. No, dog, Naro, your effort right there, so. Me never gonna hide and talk. Harry, love you. Javi, love you. Naro, your style of one thing, man. If you do better than that, brother, man. You can't do the man that, brother. You play it back again. Oh, what kind of thing that, Naro? Georgia. You know, beat the man from Brata. And then you got, Jesus Christ.
thing that in real life. Oh yeah, that's the man.
So you wait, you see them thing, the other way you see them thing there.
Oh, me see them thing there?
Yeah.
Because I have friends already. We have friends.
So you watch your friends partaking in, bro?
Shut
Oh
up.
yeah, but you have a jump
Joke,
in
them
a
not
thing
joke
and then
about
you get
it.
mixed up and then them run the tour. The two of them run you. Never be enough to mix up in a man and woman business.
True that.
True.
Well, it seems like you like the group thing, cause a recent picture was released where you were in bed with 6. Was it 6 or 4 other female? 4 other female, and there was a dildo in the bed.
No, what you know now?
Yeah, they again, Naro. Beat number 2. Naro. Which one Shalom them, man? Shalom, bring him down.
Shalom. Me say too much bomb buckle like Batman and transmission and setting up plate blood clot Genji Jezebel fuck out girl up on the hop. Remember say
I'm down now, man. Sure. No, man, you can't do the man that, no. Naro, man. Yeah. Like, yeah, like I said, what I said in the beginning of the video, that was the style. It was kind of like a shock value, but the joke was on Alka. You understand what I'm saying? Where they had the fan base, they have the crowd, they have the energy, and you have this young talent And maybe it was because, you know, he didn't forward in the studio and they felt a little way or whatever, because I still up to today's date, you always hear Ari always talk about that. So I don't know if that, you know, was the energy on why that the direction of the interview was going like that, where, you know, the joke was on Alka. You know, you can't, come on bro, the man is an upcoming artist, you have legends beating him at the time, you understand? Bounty Killer. I said the other day, I said the wrong name, I meant to say DeMarco. You have Beanie Man, you have Kartel, alright, so Lunchbox, you know. Your whole industry, you have Popcorn, you know, you have Tommy Lee, you have Squash, and it's all the pressure on him. And I'm not, I saw it, I just witnessed it. I'm not an overly Alkaline. No, I rate him and the music is really good. I like a lot of his songs, but you know, I definitely saw that being unfair. Massacre didn't go through that. I haven't seen an artist in dancehall get a fight. Maybe like Deborah Brat, but Deborah Brat them do wrongs.
A remote.
Sorry,
it was a remote.
Free.
All right, watch on. As I tell you before, whenever you become somebody of like great importance, whenever you're doing well, a lot of persons have a try to bring down your vibe. So me I say, so some man I go see that now and say, Alkaline a baby boy, 6 girls. Oh, that's something that looks so. Put it on side. Alkaline a baby builder. When nothing goes so.
Yeah. So clear it up. What?
Yeah, clear up. If a thing there, man, I feel clear up if him in a bed with dildo, and you know that, like I said, there would have been, and you know, if the Flicks is upset, you prove me wrong, where you would have, you know, went at artists in this type of manner, you know, like, you know, you accuse a man of wanting Brata, and then the following thing is like a dildo asking him if he has 6 women in a bed and if there's a dildo within the bed. That would have been, you know, a styling thing, and I can't sugarcoat it. No matter how much I like the Fix, and I watch probably 98% of the videos, you know, I can't not say that the handling of this at this time, you know, it was, I wouldn't call it unprofessional, but it was in bad taste. That's what I would say. Bad taste.
No, it was actually a TV remote.
Okay.
So me I say, but it's so happened to the TV remote.
A floor remote.
You know,
So me I say,
but
one man can't start sun on the face. So the haters then see that and say, Jesus Christ, right now the perfect opportunity to try Blake's image.
True that.
And but I mean, there's another photo of you circulating. Like people are asking me to ask you, is the hair pressed or cream? What?
Oh, you like it?
Well.
Style the man again to blow. Oh, get it. Yo, the man give a little alley-oop for give him a little strength. The man say, yo, why you like it? And the lady gonna give the Charlemagne voice, the Wendy Williams voice, some kind of imply it, you know? The man I give a little style, the man an artist, the man I try, at the time I try find himself, and Jano, yeah, the man I look for a little love, you know, right, that's up, yeah. Boom, mash up the man meds.
She a try to say, yo, me not really like it now.
No, she does a chat now, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, for the record, I pressed my first out, isn't it?
I knew it was press. So what was that? What's that all about though? Like what? Like you just felt to do something in the hair? Why you do it? Like you just felt to do it? You just feel to press your hair? Like
yeah, I just feel to press my hair. I said before, an artist. I'm a person. I'm a human. So
you just go with the flow. You seem like you're like go with the flow kind of guy. What gets you upset, Alkaline? Tell me. Yeah. What?
Pretty much everything.
You see, man, I give a light-hearted interview. Honestly, I'll go on record and say this is one of the best Alkaline interviews. even though the energy that was going towards him, it was a bit. I think they just joked it out. You know, they maybe, like I said, maybe they were upset because he wasn't in studio, but the tone of the interview was, you know, it was in bad taste. It was in bad taste, and I beg you to tell me that if they were to do it over, looking back right now, they would say, yo, that is the same way they would have dealt with him. Because the man is light-hearted, the man seems warm, him chatty. The man a chat, man a try warm up, man a try show a little, yeah, you know, Harry, you like it? Let it go. No.
Dope, yeah, but I mean, what get me upset? Just like any other thing I get, any other man upset. If
Like
girls do the
people
thing,
kick
you
up
know,
and go against Brata.
any violation. Well, you defend the brother.
No, as I said, that look like it make you upset.
Number 2, Naro.
Just like any other thing I get,
Naro.
any other man upset. If
Like
girls do the
people
thing,
kick
you
up
know,
and go against Brata.
any
This is
violation. Well, you defend the brother argument from them.
No, as I said, that look like it make you upset with that tune there. Tell people to go
Where
do what with their mouths.
Let us think about what I go on in the world. And necessarily have to be like someone in personal experience.
Yeah.
As long as it's out there, you know.
Well,
That's how come the brother thing found up too. But people are going to say whatever.
Yeah. And people are entitled to say whatever, and so are you.
Yeah.
Because everybody entitled to their own opinion.
And so are you.
and even with that, you know, me not really involved in them thing, but your thing, it stimulates you. And I'm like a next, when we say a positive thing about that. No girl, that girl that would do that to you, she can't have no chat to you, you know, no chat.
No,
Yeah, girl that say, oh, yo, you think small.
Like we have a disrespect
You think small.
the females, them, and not with the
Never.
woman.
Thank
Hey,
you,
hey.
Alkaline.
Hey, but
Thank you,
you lick me
Alkaline.
anus though. You
Man,
can just
still not
right back to
disrespect the
her.
ladies.
Shall not chat to you.
Disrespect the female, them, no time.
Thank you, Alkaline. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so the thing of it. I'm just a man.
Alkaline defend their
One
females.
So I have to ask, like, sir, what you plan to do? You plan to finish up school?
Yeah, man, as I said before, we're on a commercial break.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So you're just trying to get this 2016 campaign off the ground and up and running line.
whenever I catch up, I take back in us, isn't it?
Yeah. But you say it's just for your mommy, like you're getting this degree just for your mommy, right?
Yeah, because we really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the pressure, Alkaline. I'm there with you in the struggle.
Man, that's the thing, man. School kind of rough. I really like school.
But you know what? I really
When you
want.
don't follow me, any youth who are listening to stay in school.
It's Alkaline where I've asked you this now. Where you see your career going? Because as you say, you have a buzz now, but do you really see yourself having a lasting impact in the music sphere, not just dancehall?
Eh?
Do you see yourself having a lasting impact in dancehall, not just or in music, not just the dancehall sphere?
Most definitely. So I say we don't really go like looking at the music when I start.
But don't you think like with the lyrics and type of songs you're putting out now, it kind of put yourself in a box where it might have run dancehall now, but it might not, you know, be like long lasting in terms of impact on the culture. Because if you look like Bob Marley, feel me? Songs are quoted by professors and even preachers, you know. I don't think we hear a preacher quoting Alkaline song.
Naro, how much pull long that? About 4 of them, Naro. Come down, Naro, man. Behave yourself, brother, man. Show your father a preacher, bro. And I honestly, I feel like, and this is my honest opinion, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Don't why me, don't pause me, whatever. I just feel like they didn't really respect him, you know. I feel like they were looking at him as a little youth at the time, and kind of like a little bro him, you know, kind of, you know, not saying look down on him, but just kind of like, you know, kind of size him, in a so to speak, and that's the energy where you know, they sized him in during this interview.
Because that was time. You don't you don't know what's happening in the future. Bob Marley,
That is true.
and I'm more
Time is telling. Look at
True
us
that.
now.
His mission is different from mine.
And he was an army, and they were saying, and everybody said that the Rastaman and the Rasta culture and Bob Marley was
Back in them day, and
Yeah, never
true
used to really
time.
fool them, you know.
yeah.
And look down upon them, you know. As some dirty Rasta boy.
The day when pastors are quoting Alkaline in church is the day when God ready to come for this world.
You gotta pull long again. You gotta pull long number 4. Naro. Finger them now have so much beating figure, you know. But well, 2 more. Beating. Naro, you have to behave yourself, Naro. You know, behave your. You're the main agitator. Ari, you're agitator number 2. Javi, you know, we just sit here too, little laugh. Them time they never really talk, so enough still. Yeah, but he did always there. Yeah, Javi, you know. Come on, guys, you know, say, yeah, Javi, that like a thing about that. Yeah. Anyway.
And that's my always say. The people them would think we're stupid enough to think so them can change the world.
Yeah.
Actually, are the persons who do.
All right,
So the
so
people will understand me in the next 100 and 150 years when I'm long gone.
makes sense. All right, so we have a couple questions and a couple requests from our listeners. One,
hold on.
yeah.
I'm going to hear no music. I'm going to hear no ask me about music. I'm going to hear no ask me about
Now ask about your music.
Catch him off guard. Box him down, huh? Hear that. Them I got through the interview. Not saying that they weren't, but what the G say is, yo, the man got through all of these pressing questions where it would have seemed like an interrogation. He was just clearing up tons of information, and you know, now it's like, yo, I'm here as an artist. You guys aren't going to ask me about my music? Mad thing. Yeah.
And some couple requests from our listeners. One,
hold on.
yeah.
I'm going to hear no tune about music. I'm going to hear no ask me about music. I'm going to hear no ask me about
Now ask about your music in terms of the impact. What you have in the pipeline in terms of music?
You just ask me.
All right.
But that was going to be my closing question.
Tell the people them what they in the future pipeline.
Interview at some other things. I let the music at the end.
All right, well, you please tell us.
And to be fair, the G didn't even, the G in this interview, I'll be totally honest. I mean, the flicks could stand on their pivot and say, yeah, well, okay, whatever, Alkaline this, Alkaline that. I mean, I think there's some courtesy out there that should be sent out, you know, because the guy, he would have sat through this interview. Obviously, it was phone, but it was a bit of a railroad interview, and he sat through. He didn't give any type of negative energy. You know, a small. It didn't seem like he got disoriented. He kept himself professional, and you're gonna even see at the end, man, still stick and stayed and delivered. What's
Alkaline, what's in the pipeline? What's new you have? What new you have?
The pipeline, a lot of songs, definitely not water. Right now, I have a new song to drop like tomorrow. One not nice new rhythm, beat name what we are going to do. Actually, me double up on the rhythm there. And next song pan name on for the ladies them. But I don't know my represent today. But them I say, me not no conscious song and me not play certain men. But the tune we have to drop tomorrow name what we are going to do. I will show us it's a different side.
Alright, you say you do a tune. You see why people are compared Kartel now. You take up him whole producer. I'm known for working with. How the link with Not Nice come about?
Naro. You can't.
No, Not Nice is an independent producer. But I mean, you know when I had some when you have an audience, that's what I said, but at the time when we are link, you never feel like we're ready for music at that point. Until we reach the point where you feel like you're ready for work.
Cool.
And that's what
See, man, answer. And I say, I know him from over a longer time. And Not Nice, never really ready for work with him until him say he was ready to for the road. So it's not an Alkaline running type of thing. That's what him say. You know, yeah. He call us, yo, me give him a parachute. Me kick him out. Me kick him out. This is a single flight, right, sir? Single flight. Yeah, him would have tell us, him would have tell you in recent interviews or recent podcasts say, oh, Ray, Ingasiko, not nice and this and that. See, dog, I make you know how long or which part him and not nice relationship is coming from. Rugo, all a one chapter.
Just start work professionally, you know. Like I want to look at it after I left Arden.
Okay. So you have new, so it's on the new song on Not Nice Radio.
What we have to do, move mountains. Feel me, squeeze me, we can move mountains.
That's how we're playing that's how we're playing at the background.
The song of our vibes, the
video for that, I go on.
Oh, so you're releasing a video when?
You know, actually right now the process of like shooting the video.
Oh.
That's about wicked. So I say, bag of things, man. I focus bag of things, man. So just look out for them tune there. But recently, Vybz Kartel from Baby G New Rhythm. So I say, I have something that I followed out with Frat. DJ Frat record. Yeah. And also CR203, that's a chrome thing. So we always a rap Vybz. Always in studio.
Cool. Alright, before time soon come done now. So before we go, Renata Andreas from Guyana says she didn't want me to tell you that she's your
After all like this, you know, EOG close it out.
number one fan and says she love you and says she listen things me love to go to sleep since the first time she hear it. She has to keep up the good work. So big up Renata.
Renata, big up yourself. Come over, be a pin looking at me.
Ray.
Don't be a pin, but you
Ray.
Whatever make you happy.
Ray.
Renata.
Yeah, that Renata.
You need to do one for Sophie from Mandeville. She's
Sophie.
asking, please, my beg you, tell Alkaline to sing things my love for me. Thanks, Sophia.
Sophia, my like the name there. Sophia, me love you, and me have to wife you. And your body give me the vibe too. Me too, one and your heart and your body have the right through. Them apart together right through. Me don't look perfect, but already so make people shy blue. But the color was a like you. Me invest in us, that's the one we have to have a time to. Sophia, them want me like you.
Fix. Fix things.
Wait, I just want to ask you, what is it that you like to do on your downtime?
No, there's never downtime for me. Me never go down. Yes, when I say it's always up.
The
Girls go down and anyways.
Yeah.
Alkaline, thanks so much. Wish you could have been in a studio, but yeah, devil is a lie.
I just saw the things that more man.
Well, thanks for talking to us and giving some of your time here to Nightly Fix. Yeah?
Yeah, man, big up on yourself.
Hopefully we can come again when you probably will release the video and you can be in the studio, actually in.
Only you can
touch you.
Because I only the females alone come.
I make Ariane touch your ear. She dying to.
One a pro, one a black.
Alright, people, this has been Alkaline Nightly Fix. Bless up Alkaline.
Mad move, big up. Mad move, big up. Mad move, big up.
So, there you have it, folks. There you have it. That was the Alkaline interview with the Fix. And, you know, you can make a decision for yourself if you think that Alka would have continued to garner a relationship with Naro and Ari and Javi. Actually, the Fix. You know, it's as I said. You know, I said in the last part, if Alkaline has thin skin, then it wouldn't be a problem. Well, it seems like he's realized that the media has kind of helped spin the narrative to make him be the bad guy, so to speak. You know, the man said it, then chat about bag of things. You know, them are gonna say this, them are gonna say that. You know, and also, you know, man said that they call his name just to get a hype. So at a young age, Alka would have known his own trajectory. He would have believed in himself, and he was unapologetic. Well, this was the Let Me Land podcast. I'm Reggae. You don't know. We kick out the co-pilot. Him there around there, so I search the people back where him lose last week because he losing a topic them, so him have to do baggage claim. He might come off a suspension next week. You don't know. It was the Let Me Learn podcast. I'm your host, Reggae. I'm out of here. I'm landing. Yeah, man. Mash up in backside next time I see him.